Hi, everybody. How's your day? Mine's okay so far. Um, I was thinking, I was listening to Kevin at the Royal We. He was talking about, he correlates how narcissists have been on the planet from the beginning of time and how that correlates in the Bible and even speaks of it in the Bible and different things you can do to help yourself and whatever. So, and he was talking about things he would have wanted to hear when he was going through that. So I thought I'd kind of touch on some of that today. Uh, One thing is um, the embarrassment or um, not shame, but yeah, embarrassment of being close related or spending time around somebody that's narcissistic. So if they can't pick on you in public, but sometimes it'll be a group of them and they'll do it all together, but they'll do it to other people in front of you. And something that I've learned a long time ago, it does not matter what you say or do, um, they're still going to be crappy to you throughout the day. So you might as well stand up for another person if they're saying something that's out of line with that person, like, oh, excuse me, I'm going to put my hair up's bugging me, but like, oh, like, well, that's a nice car, but I would have did it this way, but then you'd have to have a brain or, just little digs here and there that they like to do all the time. It's like disgusting stuff like that. You might as well stick up for the person and say, um, in front of everybody, well, that wasn't very nice, was it? Um, the car is not my style, but I can see the hard work that's put into it, or, you know, something like that. Or why would this person have to say anything at all to boast their own self? So that's like the embarrassment, or like in front of your family members, just being around somebody, even if they're all like that, it's still embarrassing. It's the ultimate betrayal to God in your heart. It just screams that it's gross and you can't stand it. So I just wanted to really touch on that because that's a true feeling. Um, Even if you're trying to make a relationship work, or you just sick of maybe moving around, or who wants to keep trading partners in the world all the time, and you don't want to be alone, that type of thing. Nobody wants to be alone. That's true, but you can end up being a whole lot lonelier with a person than without them you know um, if somebody really doesn't like you anyway, you really don't have a relationship. So that brings me to mind for another thing. Now, I'm not telling everybody what to do. Do what you will. If you're married and you're wearing jewelry, the dark force can come through that metal from the ether, the electronics into your body, from the air and their thoughts, and it can affect you in many, many different ways. Just when you're wearing your jewelry, just be aware of that. Also, be aware of things that you put on your body, like perfumes and makeups that have heavy metal and alcohol and different things in them, like castor oil and different things. Castor oil being made from cod liver, the livers from codfish, um, or castor beans, excuse me, which are poisonous, or cod liver oil, which is made from the codfish. Both are oil that are, well, I don't know if you watched black goo from the X-Files, but this is a similar type of bacteria that gets in you. It's in lipstick, it's in beeswax, um, mineral oil can carry that, just about everything that we use. So just like I say, just be aware of these things. Of course, we know that foods can affect us, and that's where it really becomes mindful that you don't have to grovel before every meal. God would not want you to do that, trust me. But to be thankful for your food is a very important thing, and to realize that the muscle tissue, the mass of an animal, represents the male, and the um, vegetation represents the female. So all these vegetarians out there now thinking they're all cool, especially women, are like eating of themselves and don't even realize with that sacrifice to give God thanks for their food if you forget to do that. And the same with it's the body and the blood, the water in the vegetation. What's also, there was something else to go along with that I was going to tell you, and then it just slipped my mind. It was right there, one of them things. Um, it might come back to me. We'll see. I'll see what else I can think of. If I do get interrupted, I'll just get interrupted and deal with it, which it might happen and it might not happen. No big deal. But yeah. So excuse me a minute. So I'll think of what else I got on my mind and light a cigarette here. Um, hmm. One thing I really am a firm believer in is no matter where you go, there you are, and there'll be a narcissist. There's a narcissist around every tree, it seems, you know. So you can't ever really entirely escape it. And the ones that can be used the most by the dark force are the half-ass ones. They're the ones like your half-ass friends. They're half good and they're half not good. Those are the ones that really can do a lot of damage to you throughout the day because of their little things that they do that compound and pile up, or even like the half-ass people in the stores or wherever you're going, or that it's the just beware type of feeling. So, and the thing about the wedding rings, um, I have more than one set, but I just told them, first off, give me my ring back, and I'll keep them all because I'm the only one that's faithful in my heart and in my mind. So I'll just take control of all that, and I'm not wearing mine either because I'm not allowing somebody's bad thoughts of controlling me coming through a piece of metal on my finger that's directly connected to my heart. And I just flat out told him that it's not going to happen no more. So, um, that's that. And that's why. So, I can't absolutely prove anything, but it's the feeling when you if you take it out to off to wash, or even if your hand is underwater with that thing, recognize the electricity that's in that piece of metal reacting to the moisture in your skin. You know, yeah, sure is true. So yeah, I don't know if you want to confront, if you're married, if you want to confront your spouse with that one, but I'd beware. Or at least I mean, you might see people taking off their rings in public to pretend that they're single. Um, I used to wear mine hoping people would leave me alone, and that seemed to make things worse a lot of times. And it's like, oh, there's somebody that can be faithful. Maybe I want to try it. So, and there's a lot of people that think like that too. Um, I'm like, if you want to try mine, go for it. As a matter of fact, you want to buy my half of my place and have that, you're welcome to it. I'm like, if you can get it, you can flip and have it. I'm serious. He knows how I feel too. It's like any woman, you want to try it, go ahead. It's free. I set it free. You know, it's not if I set it free and it'll come back to me. No, I set it free and I kicked it into the air and I said goodbye. And it bounced back and it was so big it couldn't move. And I felt sorry for it. So now I'm trying to help it because God asked me if I would. So that's how that is, at least in my case, you know. So, anyway, my eyes are all swollen today. Yeah, I didn't eat the healthiest things last night. I had some Hershey chocolate, which is I'm allergic to, and I didn't sleep good because of it, which was stupid, but it was really good. So, and I had cottage cheese and potato chips before that. So, not like I did not eat health food last night at all, and I paid for it. So tonight's gonna be a little different. I'll do that to myself, and I'm like, okay, stupid, why'd you do that? Yeah. I was telling Robin on a Robin's Hood. Damn, I always do that. But used to be like he had a Hoods by Design was his channel, and I don't know. I don't know. I got messed up after that, so my brain's like still messed up on it. So whatever. I'm just a mess. No, but anyway. So yeah, that Derek Bros from Global Witness reminded me of when, right after I had my stroke, I had them bad allergies and everything, and my operation, and then got carbon monoxide poisoning and had a stroke because of it. Well, and we did have a detector, and it was faulty. So, anyway, um, because it was the gas was leaking under our house, not up by where the detector was, and it was coming through the vents from under the floor. So, where the pipes were for the LP coming into the house, they put water fittings on it instead of gas. So, anyway, but so I had a stroke, and the first couple weeks I couldn't really talk, and it was really hard to walk. It was hard to like make myself work in unison. I really worked hard at that, like both sides of my body at once. And so I noticed, like Derek, when he was walking, they had done a whole bunch of um, landscaping around their place because they live in the desert. So monsoon season would come and they didn't want to get all washed out and whatever. So we had rock gardens. He showed us real beautiful stuff, and some asphalt that he was walking on that was totally flat. And I could notice that he was doing what I had to do. I had to use my good leg to pull my bad leg along with me. That looked like I had a limp. And, well, I mean, I did have a limp. It didn't just look like it. And then when he's sitting, his one shoulder's kind of down, and I could tell by the movement of his arm if something's off. Now, it could be he was just tired or having a bad day. And he said, and it was a comeback video that he had made. Oh, I'm thinking 2 weeks ago now. And he said that his wife Malia had a stroke. And I'm thinking not. No, because they say many hearts will fail men, and I don't know. I don't know. Well, that's your mind, but it can start in your heart, you know. So it's your blood, regardless. When your brain doesn't get the air it needs through your blood, you'll stroke. So, or poison will do that, you know, something like that. So I started detoxing and doing all kinds of stuff. I mean, I've always been like sort of a health nut aside from my smoking, you know. And I really believe I'm going to live probably longer than I want to, you know. So don't get me wrong, I love life. I do. Like the sun's shining today. It's really warm out. I got my air on. You might hear, but you know, when you don't have a lot of enjoyments in your life, you know, what do you have? You know, so I don't know. I guess people find enjoyment in different things, and yeah, going out for hikes and walks, and I've walked thousands and thousands of miles, and this is no joke, literally, um, probably tens of thousands. But so I mean, that has never really been a problem, but the loneliness of it is not cool. You know, it's not something I would wish on anybody. Oh, here's something interesting. A friend of mine goes, here he wanted to show me a text that somebody had wrote to him, and I said, well, if it's somebody being mean to you, I said, here's a warning. I'm not going to be nice about it, you know. I said, but I will go look at it. He said because he had come, I don't know if he had set up a new phone or what it was, or a new Facebook account or what, but he said he had gone to my page on Facebook, and it said that I was a threat to Homeland Security. Really? Well, what I got to say is that is my displeasure and hatred towards the institution that calls himself the government has never been a secret. But not like I'd physically do anything to anybody. But if I did and I was that type of person, I surely wouldn't be out there in public writing how much I don't like them, you know? But that's okay. They see me as a threat. Maybe it's my anti-vax attitude, whatever it is, you know. You want to take me out? Take me out. It's like, hurry the hell up, you know. Stop playing your damn games and just do it, you know. So that's the way I feel about that. A threat to Homeland Security, my ass. If anybody was secure in this world, it would be around me, you know. That's how retarded this world is, you know, for real, you know. Because there's nobody, even an enemy of mine, if I see him being treated shitty by somebody else, you couldn't shut me up for a second. In fact, I probably would never shut up about it again when I saw the person. You know, I'm just kind of like that. It's like somebody that hit Doug one time and I kicked him out. It's like, and I reminded him of it forever. Probably up until the point about 5 years ago. Um, Finally, he said something that really pissed me off, and I was almost going to pull him out of his truck. He had a dump truck, I was about ready to gank him out of that bitch, but I controlled myself. So this little creep came over. I was sunbathing in the backyard and came over when Doug was at work, and he knew he was. He knew what time both of us worked. And he had asked me. I was working at a little store by the lake, to go out dancing, and I declined. He borrowed some money from me and went and pay it back. I had to go get it. So just me shunning him was enough for him to try and mess with my life. And I've had men do that a lot, and women. It's like, you don't get your way, you fucking babies. Then you got to play your games, that type of thing. So narcissists will do that too. They'll, if they don't get their way, playing their games. So, and they sure like to play games in public with other people if they can get them to join in. You know. Well, I might be back. I'll see. I've got a few things I'm going to get done. Maybe. I don't know. I'll see. I already did this morning. So, oh, that's one more thing. When they do act shitty, it's not these, and that's something I've always been against. Is like cut flowers. Don't bring me flowers. That type of thing. Um, but they say, like somebody bringing something to you, or I say if they're going to do something out of the ordinary to or for you, yeah, more like to you, uh, say if it's like clean up a mess they never would have actually ever thought of cleaning up, or helping you in some way that they usually wouldn't, or after they've been a shitty human being. Uh, that's just their way, and trust me, if they're shitty, they're shitty. They don't change. It's just a way to keep you there so they can do more shitty things to you next time. And as they're doing the nice things, they're contemplating what they are going to do to you next. That's how they are. They're they they're the little bastard out on the playground. That little piece of crap that treated everybody else like junk. That one, those ones. You know, the high school girls that giggle